The power of walking away after being dumped for some stupid reasons, okay? So what will you gain if you walk away? Because sometimes you can realize that you can't stop somebody from not dumping you, given that you know that you never messed up, or for that matter, the reason they dumped you was so stupid. It is common. But let me give you the power that you gain if you are able to walk away. Thing is this, anyone and everyone who dumps their partner, there is a subconscious reaction you are expecting, or they are expecting. So the thing is this, the first thing that can happen when you walk away, when you don't beg, when you act like you don't really care, is they will begin to question themselves, like, why are they not begging? As much as maybe deep down they felt like, I don't want them to beg me, I don't want you anymore. The human nature already is programmed that after you dump somebody, you are hating them. They're gonna cry. And for that matter, that is what they actually wanted to do. Remember that when you get dumped, they want to get rid of you. And of course, there are a variety of reasons why people dump each other. Of course, if you dump somebody because they were abusive to you, you don't expect them to beg you, because you know no matter what, you won't take them back, right? But the thing is this, even though you don't want to take them back, if you are to say, I'm done with you, and they just walk off like that, whether it is just a little bit or a much, the bottom line is any human being will question themselves. Why did they never beg? Or even if they ask some few questions, why are they not trying harder to keep me? So that's when it will take us to how much more with somebody that who dumps you because they want to hurt you, who dumps you because of some stupid reason, or because you call me every time, or you always insecure, like, okay, insecurity maybe it's sometimes it's a good reason, but the bottom line is, in all honesty, it is not so valid. When you dump them and they don't react, you get hurt. That's the bottom line. The fact that you can walk away, the dumper will remain with so many unanswered questions. The thing, first of all, they will wonder, why are you not begging, like I already explained. Secondly, maybe you were already seeing somebody else. Maybe you never loved them that so much. And as a result, instead of enjoying having dumped you, let me assure you, let me guarantee you, as much as maybe already they were seeing somebody else by the time they dumped you, they will now remain with a question mark. Why are they not begging me back? Who was being played here? I thought I was ahead of the game. But why is this person not reaching back to me? And at the end of the day, the person might even, if they can't control themselves, even get to question, did you ever love me? The person will eventually even come back to you. I even know of this guy, recently for that matter. I know this guy personally. He dumped this lady because she was always calling him, and he feels like she's not good looking enough for him, and it was a mistake him dating her, and those silly things, you know what guys can do at times. But it was so funny when I noticed that he directly dumped her. You know what, you're disturbing me, it's over. It was so funny when a time came, he dumped her. I think he blocked her or something, I can't recall, but he dumped her, he told me straight. But a few weeks later, remember, this guy, he does not even have options with other women. So I knew the nature of men, that within 2 weeks or so, if you don't have options, the chances of you missing that not good looking or that unattractive ex becomes high. You know what happened? He texted her, especially on a Valentine's Day for that matter. Happy Valentine's. He just told me that he's done with her, isn't it? He no longer wants to even hear her name. So it was not shocking to me that he texted her But the most powerful thing was that the lady, she never begged him. And he got a chance to have that space that he's been begging for. And in her absence, what should I call it? When you have that space, but in that space, her presence was no longer there, and there was full of her absence. And he got to have a chance to breathe until he had enough of breathing. That is when you begin to even recall the loneliness and the good memories of you too. That is why he texted there. If indeed he no longer wanted anything to do with her, he was totally over her, no matter what, she wouldn't even come in the list of him texting her. But let me assure you, had she begged, had she been trying to call him and stuff, even on that Valentine's Day, he wouldn't have bothered, because at that time he would still be annoyed by her presence. Or for that matter, he would have even blocked her. So you see, the fact that she gave him space, he began missing her. That is why I'm sure even you can relate sometimes in the past. When you broke up with somebody, I don't want to see you again, or I don't want to see you again. Then sometime later, they reach out. If you can check carefully, you can track back your steps, you will realize that consistently, most of the times where they reached out, it will be times where there was distance, there was space, no more chasing. So no matter the dumper, the fact that the person is not reaching back to you, though you dumped them, by default, according to human nature, whether we like it or not, in fact, the opposite is just less likely. The opposite of you being done and glad you don't want them to beg you, very small percentage. So the human nature will demand that I dumped them. Okay, now what? Yes, I got rid of her, or I got rid of him. It's over. He's gonna get hurt. I don't care. I wanna breathe. After that silence, you begin to say, okay, now what comes next? Tomorrow comes, no, your phone called, you're not calling anymore. Okay, so that's it. My life now. That is why they will begin to miss you. That is why they might feel to question their decision. Did I make the right call? Like that guy I was telling you about. When loneliness hits, it's like, oh, maybe now I was just gonna go and meet up. Look, now I'm alone. I'm going nowhere. So this is the power you gain when you get dumped and you walk away. You are likely to re-attract the person, or you are even likely to make them regret big time. You are likely to keep and increase your value, not the other way around, where you think they dumped me and now I'm a loser, I am down there. Yeah, they went there. Nah. It won't be like that. Of course, according to theory, it seems like that, but realistically, that's not the case. So that is the power you gain from walking away after being dumped. I have more videos like this. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you next time.